Alrighty, so the movie I chose to do an analysis on was a casual analysis on was actually I Am Legend. So here's a quick quote to start you off and grab your attention. Without God, life has no purpose. And without purpose, life has no meaning. Without meaning, life has no significance or hope. So that's kind of the surrounding quote that I used to encompass this essay that I wrote. Now, this essay's thesis centers around effects of Neville's dog Sam, who passes away in the movie. Sorry if you haven't seen it yet. That's about the biggest spoiler there is out there. All right, so before I discuss that thesis, I'm just going to set the setting. We have Dr. Robert Neville. He's a military virologist who is the lone survivor of this apocalyptic pandemic that wipes out pretty much the world's population, leaves a bunch of zombies behind, of course, and he's, surviving on a day-to-day basis just based off of his skill and his instinct and his experience as a man in the military, and he's trying to develop a cure for this virus. So here's the thesis in its basic form. Essentially, Sam's death represents the death of Dr. Robert Neville's hope, the extinction of everything he's ever loved, and the loss of his entire purpose in life. Now, Robert really never gave up hope. This film takes place 3 years after the apocalypse, and he was still grinding every day trying to find a cure, developing clinical trials. But when Sam died, something just snapped inside of him. He really hadn't made progress in those clinical trials. He didn't come any closer to finding a cure. So, Sam passed away and he was just done. He gave up hope. The second point, Sam's death represented the extinction of everything he ever loved. Now, his family died tragically in a helicopter accident as they were trying to escape New York. All his military friends died. Everyone he knew died and were turned into a zombie. And Sam was the last remaining love he had. And it reminded him of his past life. I mean, it was their family dog. So when Sam died, he had nothing left to love in the world. It was all gone. Now, the third point is the loss of his purpose. Now, I mentioned that Sam was actually a family dog. This isn't entirely true. It was actually Marley's dog. Marley was Dr. Robert Neville's youngest son. He gave the puppy to his dad and was like, puppy, Sam, protect daddy. And Robert took the dog and he was like, I promise I'll make, the bad guys go away, to his son. So he made this promise. And when Sam was with him, it was like a constant reminder of the promise he made his son. That's why he woke up every morning and did what he did, because he had this reminder there, like, this is my purpose in life. I'm here to find a cure. I'm here to make the bad guys go away, essentially. However, when Sam died, it was like he broke that promise, and he no longer had a purpose. He was just empty inside. And actually, he ended up trying to attempt suicide later in the film. But I'll leave that so you can check it out on yourself and see how it ends. And then we come to the conclusion. Now, I like to draw life lessons from films. And from this one, I'd say that you need to have a purpose, defined in life. You can be the strongest man in the world, the most determined man in the world. But that won't hold up forever if you don't have a purpose that sort of transcends this world. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's all I have to say about the film. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day, guys.